my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So we're getting super close to Christmas and I am pre-recording a ton of videos. Well, not really a ton. It just feels like a ton when you are at home by yourself. Well, I'm not by myself. I have my two cats, and one I just had to skedaddle off the table because he was right here. But it does feel like I'm doing a lot when I talk to myself all day, and when I also have to edit and upload, and I have a ton of emails and some rebates I need to send y'all. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I do feel like I'm making a ton. It's probably like 8. So, it's all relative. But one of the things that always happens this time of year when I do this particular class, these classes are my most popular, but the time for registration, well, usually it fills, and sometimes it can fill and I'm not even in the office and I'm not paying attention. But the registration date will close on January 1st. So even if I am paying attention, by the time I'm back in the office, sometimes I don't have a lot of warning. So what I thought I would do, it's for my Try It class, and I do them every time a new catalog comes out. So I thought, well, I'll make a little card that could be a Try It class card, and I haven't actually put it together, but it's so cute. I'm like, well, maybe I've just done a preview card. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I won't. But I'm going to kind of walk you through what a Try It class card would be. So my Try It classes, if you're unfamiliar, and a bunch of you are already signed up, it is about half full. So when we get a new catalog, I take the papers, and it used to be that we usually had like 10 suites and they had a matching everything. They're not like that anymore, so it's a little bit more work for me, but we'll do 10 projects together. They will all have a video, and then they'll also have a PDF, and I'll show you that in a second. So here I happen to have this is the Try It class from the current annual catalog, and I always make I make a few extra packets. Excuse me. Like I said, I've been talking to myself all day long. I make a couple of extra packets. One, because a couple of times when I first started doing these, either the mail lost them or they destroyed them. And to have to make one extra when you were done of all of this cutting is a nightmare. So I just started making extras. But then you also, if you sign up under me and you're a member of my team, then you get them for free. It's one of the perks of being one of my team members. So I make a few extras because I never know how many people might sign up the month that we do it. So I have a couple of extras. This one's actually, I'm going to send it to one of my friends in California when I send her a Christmas card. And that's also something I need to do in these couple of days before Christmas. So you get this packet. There's a little bit more. You get a little surprise. You get a goodie, but you get an embellishment bag that's filled with all the new ribbons, all the embellishments you need, and then all of the cards for your 10 projects. So I'll show you one. So this comes to you all ready to go. So you don't need any stamps, you don't need any ink. If you want to add a sentiment later, you can. You don't need a die cut machine. You need a paper trimmer, you need some adhesive, scissors, that kind of stuff, but you don't need any of the new stuff because I give it to you. So there's no stamped images, and I'm going to show you how we get around that. So every card will have new paper, and then in the video I will show you all of the paper that goes with that card because I can't get every last sheet on there. I try to get as many as I can on it, and they'll all have a new ribbon and a new embellishment, and then they're all based out of this. We don't use all of the celebration papers because I can't get all of them for free and have enough for all of you to have it, but I picked my favorites, and it's going to be the rainbow and the daffodils this time. So then you also get a nice book size PDF. This one's not downloaded into my Kindle program, but you can download it into your Kindle program. You can put it on your phone. You can keep them forever because each of the 10 cards are either a template or a fun fold. The one I'm going to do today is a template. So then I always have on the first page a little YouTube playlist. So when you click that, it will always take you to those 10 videos, or sometimes it's usually like 5 because I do 2 projects per video. And usually an introduction. So it says start your video playlist here. So you don't have to worry about being able to find them in the future. In 3 years, you can still go back and find them, because once you have the template for them, you'll be able to recreate those cards or the pattern for the fun fold. So here are the current catalog ones. So I give you the pictures, I give you the measurements, a little bit of directions, but like I said, I'm a video person, I'm not a PDF person. So you get them all. Sometimes the paper has to be flipped just because to make it work. So here's the card I'm going to flip for you now. So this was one of the Hostess packs of the paper. And it had some specialty paper. So I'm going to show you that card. And you can see this one, this Hostess pack of paper, you could use it the black side or the colored side. So that was, I did one of each, and then you can kind of decide how to do that. I don't want to squish that package of paper that I have. I didn't realize I still had one of those left until I started digging through to see. So this is the rainbow paper. So there's a thing about the rainbow paper. It's free. And this happened with the penguin paper and with the deer paper. So Stampin' Up! Has started having 2 celebrations a year, which is fun, right? Super, super fun. But what happens is sometimes we're not paying attention. I think it'll be a little bit easier to pay attention in January because we've always had celebration in January. But what happened was about November, people were like, hey, yeah, I want that penguin paper. And I was like, yeah, that finished with celebration. So this matches one of our new stamped bundles, and it has rainbow stamps and rainbow dies. But if you don't get the paper when it's available during celebration, which is only in January and February, then it will be gone. So you'll need to get it if you want it. And I'll show you all of the paper in the video. So then when you get your packet, it comes to you like this. So everything's all done, and all you're gonna have to do is follow along in the video, and everything's all stacked nice and neatly. I give you a couple of warnings before it comes to you not to rifle through it, and everybody always jokes around that I say don't rifle through it, especially my team members, because I tell them countless times, do not rifle through your packet, because we do it together via Zoom, and I don't have time for them to all put it back together. So here's the card. So say that you've done the class in the past and you have this, you probably gave it away, but you have your little booklet so you can go back and look at it. So let's just recreate this card, because that's what we do, right? We just copy from stuff we've done in the past or stuff that we've seen online. So I'm going to recreate this and kind of just mix it up a little bit with new stuff. So here's the paper, and you would get it just like this. And then I would have run these dies. Usually it's my husband that runs them. And this is why we have a set limit on how many people can do the class, because we only have so much time in our lives to run the things through the die cut machine and through the punches and through the folders, because you'll get some new punches, new dies, and new embossing folders. Not all of the cards will have them. Again, it's a time thing. I would love to give you all the new everything so you could see it, and maybe one day when I can hire a helper, I will. But right now it's just the 2 of us, and I want him to stay married to me, so I don't want to push it. But this, look how pretty these are. So yours might go pink, blue, opposite, because I'll run them through and everybody will get twice. But this is some of the new specialty paper. And it's 12 by 12. So we'll look at that in the class and we go through the catalog together. And then I have cut these in 5 1/4 by 1 inch strips. So you can use either side. So you can have a more muted side. I'm a more is more girl, so of course I'm going to use this. Then you would have your ribbon already cut. I haven't cut it. I think this goes with the Heart and Home suite. Not 100% certain, because I haven't opened my catalog. So I'm just gonna, you'll have a little snippet of this midnight ribbon. Like I said, I haven't made this card yet, but in my head it's super cute. And I kind of laid it together. So take the one panel, which this is different than the turtle card. Because I'm never gonna, if I reuse the template, I'm never gonna reuse it exactly the same. And I've not yet reused them, but I've done this class a few times and I'm like, okay, this time I'm probably gonna reuse 2. Because I start jotting down patterns and ideas the second this class mails out in January. I will start working on the next one for May. Because it's a little bit of a stretch to come up with 10 cards every time. But actually my PDFs have gotten significantly better the longer I've gone. And my packaging has gotten better, and all of it's gotten better. So even I think, although I used up some of my best fun folds the first time, because you know you all have like your favorite 4 or 5 favorite fun folds, and I'm like, I'm using these, and then I thought, well, those were my fun folds, and now those are used up. That's why I'm going to go back and revisit them. I'll just switch them up a little bit. The first couple of times I did it as well, I didn't send it like in any kind of order. I just cut the paper and we stacked it up, and then I did videos. Now it's all stacked in the order, and we go through the catalog and catalog order. Last year in December, I did have COVID. It was not a good Christmas. I had this point of last year, I did have COVID. I was in bed. I was never horribly, horribly sick. I was very tired, and I had a fever of about 105 for almost 2 weeks. But I could always breathe. The doctor did force me to come, assisted by my mother, who was sure I might die. But that this class last year was not as organized as I had wanted it to be, because, you know, when you're in bed for almost 3 weeks, then it is what it is when it goes out. Thankfully, I have ideas always ready. So I have just put my seal, and I'm using regular seal because then if I get something in the wrong spot, I can move it. So I've put the first one on, and this is a fraction smaller. It would be to you, and see, that's why I give you the measurements in the PDF. Since the cardstock's already cut, all you have to do is the fun of putting it together. But then if you want to recreate it in the future, you know how to go back and do it. So I cut this a fraction smaller than 4 5 1/4. That way, it's easy. If this won't, like, if you get it right on the edge, it's not going to overhang. So just butt these right up against each other. And then I also end with the white, and it looks like I might still have to trim it off a tad. But we can just do that. So see, all you have needed so far is some adhesive and now some scissors. So just take this. And I like to go just a little bit under it because your paper on top is straight. So just trim this off. Just like that. Isn't that an adorable little background? This paper is so much fun, and it's free. I mean, what more can you ask for but some free paper? And I love the color combination. I love that it's got like this bright magenta, and then it's mixed with the moonlight, because the moonlight's kind of a dusty color. So put this on here, and then you can attach it because you're deciding what adhesive to use. If you want to use dimensionals, you could most certainly pop this part up. I'm just going to use my seal. Put this on here. Then I'm going to grab my liquid glue. And hopefully by the time January 1st rolls around, I will have all of the stuff that's back out of stock right now. That's part of my adhesive package, because I do offer an adhesive package, which would be perfect for those of you that need it for this Try It class. And you can add it on, and it's all the adhesives that I like to use at cost. And you just add them on anytime you do a class with me. So I'm just gonna put this on here. Now see, look at these. These are not perfect. The ones on the card or on the paper. So because they're not perfect, I'm not gonna worry about getting mine on here perfect. I'm gonna let them be nice and organic, just like these rainbows on here. And I also found when I worked with these rainbows and this liquid glue, they kind of like stick up for a second. So I'm gonna lay them all down. And then when I'm all done, I'm gonna put something on top of it and just let them sit there until they dry. Because you don't want a ton of it. And I like this glue better than the green glue, because the green glue, if it gets on you, it's so super sticky. And this one is also nice for the, like the sequins and stuff. See, once it starts to get sticky, then it holds better. And then one more. There's a cloud punch. So if I was doing this and it's not a Try It club, I like might have added a Try It class. I might have added a cloud behind this. But I might put the cloud punch on something else. Although there's the cactus punch, there's the ladybug punch, there's the sailboat punch, there's the hedgehog punch. I'm like, I don't know what punches to use. So there's your little thing. So see, it's so super simple. And all you have to do is add a sentiment, but we still have to get our embellishment because they all have a new ribbon. Gotta get that on there before it seals. A new ribbon, a new paper. Sometimes I count that as an embellishment because that specialty paper can be an embellishment. But this was just crying out for some of the stars. Now these are part of the baseball series, this baseball suite. I don't know what it's called. It's the baseball suite. but they are adhesive back stars. Now, are resin ones. So if you had the ones, and I loved them, they were my favorite embellishment from this past holiday catalog that came with the Halloween suite. These are not like that. These are thicker. So I'm just going to add one of the blue ones. And I think those might be Night of Navy, but they're close enough. And then I'm going to add one of the yellow ones. Let's not put it on a yellow block so you can see it. And then let's just get another blue one. So how much fun is that? So see, this might end up being the card because it's so cute. Why waste a cute card? If it's so cute, I should give it to you. But all we did, same card, same template. So especially for those of you that have taken the classes before, I know some of you have taken almost all of them that I've ever offered. Go back to grab those PDFs or the books, keep them in the same spot, and then remake some of your cards when the new stuff comes out. So if you're interested in the Try It class, the registration link will be down under this video if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're on my email list, that's always the easiest way because I always have a little button every time I talk about it. And it's not in every email, but when I do, it's in there. And when it fills, if it fills over the holidays, I am not working at all the week of the Monday before Christmas through Christmas weekend. Every single day is filled with holiday fun and wedding fun and all kinds of busyness. So I might check my email, and if the class has filled, I will just take the registration links down. But I am not going to update because I'm not working. So I'm not going to update if it's getting full. So if you want to take it, I would suggest that you sign up and don't wait. So I don't anticipate that it will fill until it usually fills a couple of days right before the end of registration. But that's what I have for you today. And I do have several videos that are posted to, or scheduled to post over the holidays. So it's not like, because I'm not working, I'm working really hard now, so I don't have to work that week. So everybody have a Merry Christmas, and I will catch you back here later. Bye.